Well, hello, boomers, millennials, Gen Zs. This is Belle with Boomer in the Burbs. I'm so happy you came to join me. Today is March 7th. It's Thursday here in the metro Atlanta area. And as you can see, I'm getting my weed and feed down in front of the tiny house. And that is because when they look outside it out of the window, I want them to see how nice and lush it looks and happy and healthy. So I'm just starting off my day putting down the turf builder and the weed and feed so that I can make it look glamorous. How are you all doing and how's everything going? This is zone 8 and we're ready to get those potatoes in the ground today. I'm early in the morning getting started. I got stopped a couple of times to do some things, but I am getting this down so that I won't have so many dandelions in this grass. And you know, my dream is to get the majority of the grass out of there. But until then, it has to look pretty. When people look out of the tiny house window, this is what they see. So we're moving forward, getting it done. And I hope you're having a wonderful time planting if that's what you're doing, or watching your seeds grow inside of your house with your grow lamp or whatever you're doing. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So let's get started with finding out about how we're going to put these potatoes in the ground. And this won't be long. So we're on the first level and I'm putting the lavender in and I'm getting everything ready. If I haven't introduced myself for this video, my name is Belle and I am in my 70s and I am here to support and inspire and create community with the boomers, the millennials, and the Gen Zs to help us all have an understanding of how to take good care of ourselves and do some inspirational things where we can have fun. And one of these things that I'm showing you today is the garden. I have 3 rows of potatoes that I'm putting in. I set this up a few weeks ago, making a decision of where I would plant everything. And so I'll have 3 rows of potatoes. They'll be here with the Yukon Gold and the Norland, the red Norland. So I'm putting my stool there. It's also a kneeling pad, and I use the sides to get up and down, and it's very handy. I love it so much. It's very helpful to those of us who are boomers. We can't get up and down sometimes like we used to. Maybe some of you can, but I have a little difficulty sometimes. So here I'm putting in the potatoes. I'm not going into deep specifics of what I'm doing, but basically I'm putting them in about 6 inches and then going to cover them up and make sure that we can have them so that I can keep healing them as they grow out. I put all the potatoes into the ground, these 3 rows. Then I'll just cover them, and as I see the greenery come up from the potatoes, I'll usually just start continuing to place dirt on top until I have it covered at least by about 1 inch. And you can see the chits on these are rather long. I usually don't plant them with the chits that long, but I just had to keep on moving. Most of them are going to be fine. In fact, I hope all of them will. But as I get them down in the ground, sometimes I remove a few of the chits so that I only leave about 3. And I'll say that again later on as I'm planting in another area. So I'm trying to get about 4 in for each row, maybe 5 in some if they're very small. And then I label what they are with some rocks instead of using that. Oh, there's a worm. I want you to see that. When you see a worm, you know it's healthy soil. And that's so much fun to see worms in your ground. And you know that your soil is very rich and ready for planting. Now I've finished the first 2 rows, and I'm showing you the others that I'm getting ready to put in, which are Yukon Gold. Well, I've actually finished the first row, and I'm putting in the Yukon Gold. So I'm going on and finishing up this last 2 rows on the upper level, and I have finally finished planting all the Norland Reds, and I'm finished the Yukon Gold in this particular spot, and then I'm going on to another bin that I bought from Home Depot Lowe's a few years ago. Here we go. The pot is pretty soft here, and as you can see, this soil has already been changed around. I'm just going to do it quickly because these plants should not be exposed to sunlight, a lot of sunlight. That's why I wish I had done it earlier this morning, but I had a little stoppage here. And I'm going to dig down in here, and I'm going ahead and put the red Nolans all through this entire area. I do want to mention, if you'll notice how loose the soil is, some people, if they have to dig their soil up, they'll add perlite to it to make it a little bit looser and aerate it a little bit more. And I didn't need perlite in this one because this soil was very, very loose, and I had already put some perlite in it, and I meant to add that. But potato soil should be looser. Go around. Potatoes kind of run deep, but you don't have to worry because you'll know where you planted them because they'll send the shoots out. You'll see in a few weeks or so. But potatoes, they're like early to put in the ground, early to harvest. So here we go down in here with the red Nolans. I'm making them about 6 inches apart. It may be crowded in here, but this is pretty good soil. So now I'm able to say mission accomplished. I put in the potatoes. I'm taking off the longer chit and putting it in the ground with a few shorter chits. I hope I've explained to you the ways that I've amended the soil with blood meal and bone meal, and that they give us nitrogen and phosphorus. I thank you so much for being here. I'm watering the ground or the area now, the tub that these are in, and hopefully tomorrow I'll go over a quick video about how you can grow potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket. And you'll have fun and enjoy that, and it'll be great. You can put that out on your patio if you don't have a large garden like me. I appreciate you guys so much for coming on. I hope you'll like this and comment. I'll see you in the next video. I want you to know that I love you, and that is why I'm here. I hope that this has inspired you to grow and to have a little garden, or either try some tomatoes in a pot. If nothing else, it'll be healthier, it'll make you feel good, and getting out in the sun and fresh air will make you feel a lot better. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by.